Uy, dumating na si Hardcore Studio dito sa aking studio. And it's in the form of the Honor 200. Itong phone na ito, it can give you some really nice na photos. And honestly, I'm really excited to try it out on my own. Meron siyang Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, triple na 50MP na camera with Sony IMX906, quad curve na AMOLED display, malaki ang kanyang battery at 5,200 with 100 watts na charging support. Lahat yan for below 25,000 pesos. Tara, pag-usapan natin after this quick intro. Now, si Honor 200 na may 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage would come at a price point of 24,999, which I'll be posting the official link on the description box below. And for early buyer, it comes together with a free na JBL na sound gear frames. Ito siya guys, so ang ganda. Pag once suot mo to, i-pair mo lang sa inyong phone, lalabas dito ang sounds, and you'll be listening to your audio straight from your sunglasses ni JBL, which looks really awesome. Perfect na perfect to, lalo when you're walking out there and ayaw mo yung tipong may nakakabit sa loob yung tenga, mga in-ear na TWS. I think this is a very good alternative, yet maporma din siya. Probably the only downside is that hindi mo siya magagamit on indoor situation, like low light na, naka-sunglass ka pa, ano ka, Randy Santiago? This is perfect for use on outdoors. And I've tested yung kanyang sound, it's really great. So if I were you, mag-pre-order ka na. Now, one of the things na gusto ko sa kanya dito is almost the same design niya sa Honor 200 Pro. Now, one thing na mapapansin mo sa kanya is yung side niya is a little bit more edgier as compared sa kanyang Pro variant. Which for me, is the problem ni Oppo Reno 12. Kasi si Oppo Reno 12, baliktad. Yung kanyang non-Pro variant, yun ang curvy. And yung kanyang Pro variant, yun ang edgy. But si Honor 200 series, it did it right. Mas edgy ang 200 and mas curvy ang 200 Pro. That's the right way to do it. Masarap naman ang feel niya kahit medyo a little bit edgy, though I'm not really a fan of edgy na phones. Pero kanyang likod naman is curvy enough naman to make it feel better. In camera module is the same naman sa kanyang Pro variant. And this phone weigh in at around mga 185 grams. Hindi naman mabigat. Another thing is gusto ko yung kanyang matte finish dito sa likod. Hindi siya makintab. So, definitely walang fingerprints. And smooth siya, pero may kapit siya. That's how I feel about this phone. Now, this phone's being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3. And honestly, on day-to-day usage, this is definitely a good phone to have. Yung kanyang processor can handle any single task na ibigay mo sa kanya. And nung sinaalang ko sa Antutu benchmark, it got me a near 800,000 points. And if you break it down, this is what I got. 1,600 loop score niya and 99% ang kanyang stability sa Wildlife Extreme. Ito naman nakuha ko dito sa Geekbench sa CPU benchmarking and sa GPU benchmarking. Looking pretty nice and impressive naman kanyang thermals dahil mas efficient naman ang mga 7 series ni Snapdragon and it throttled to 89% ng kanyang best performance. Now, this phone has a 5,200 mAh of battery and it supports 100 watts of fast charging ni Honor Supercharge. So, charging is definitely fast. This one, kaya magtapos in just 30 minutes of charging time from 0 to 100. Pagdating naman sa longevity ng kanyang battery, kaya naman na magtagal ng near 2 days based sa aking personal testing. Kasi gamit ko siya as my daily driver for 2 days. Pagdating na second day, halos siguro mga 20% to 18% na natira sa akin at the end of the day. And the best part is nung sinalang ko siya sa PC Mark na battery stress test, 16 hours and 33 minutes ang binigay sa akin, which is goods ang kanyang battery endurance. Even better than the Pro variant. Now, one thing na gusto ko rin dito sa kanya, it has the magic portal. Kung gusto ko mag-copy ng text from a certain website, ilalagay lang niya sa isang hub. Mabilis lang siya gamitin, mag-float lang siya. Just follow these steps. Drag mo lang dito sa side. Ilagay mo lang sa kanyang notepad. And nandyan na sa notepad niya. Astig, di ba? Napag-usapan natin kanyang screen. This one has a 6.7-inch na AMOLED quad-curve display na may super dynamic vivid display, 120Hz of screen refresh rate, and 4,000 nits ang kanyang max peak brightness. Meron din siya 3,840 na PWM dimming, ensuring you protection sa inyong mata, and meron din siya low blue light certificate. And on a day-to-day usage, I would say okay na okay siya right under the direct sunlight kasi mataas ang kanyang max brightness. So, watching videos directly under the sunlight, mani lang. And if you're browsing through social media dito sa phone na ito, expect a good response, especially when you're swiping sa Facebook, sa Twitter, and of course, sa TikTok. Maganda response siya and battery smooth naman ang display thanks to its high refresh rate. And meron din siya level 1 na Wi-Fi security level, so you can watch HD on this phone. And if you're like me watching videos din sa YouTube, expect a really nice and immersive display. Yung display niya is almost the same sa kanyang Pro variant. Maganda ang display. Na naglaro tayo ng games dito sa phone, and I did try Call of Duty Mobile and Farlight 84. Now, pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, expect mo okay naman ganang gameplay dito and expect no lags naman sa kanya, even that this is a 7 Gen 3, not a 8 series. But si Call of Duty Mobile, alam na natin, hindi naman siya ganun ka-resource hog. And one thing to like about this phone is that okay na okay ang display niya. And pansin ko yung touch response na is fast enough to be able to react on every single touch na ginagawa ko sa kanya. And mind you na hindi mainit si Call of Duty Mobile, halos nasa 35 degrees Celsius lang. Farlight 84, nung sinagad ko siya ang kanyang graphical settings sa best na kaya niya, medyo mapapansin ko, naglalag siya pagdating sa gameplay. Especially when you're 15 minutes through the game, doon mo mapapansin na, teka, parang naghahanging game na bumabagal siya. So, I lowered down yung kanyang graphical settings and it was able to do the trick. Now, one thing to like about this game is smooth naman siya after lowering down the graphical settings, and playing for 1 hour ng VR matches dito, it just gave me a 42 degrees Celsius na pinakamainit na achieve ni Farlight 84, which is good kanyang thermals. Now, since this phone has dual speakers, isa sa ilalim, isa sa ibabaw, check lang natin ang kanyang sounds kung gaano kaganda ang kanyang sound quality. Would it level up kasing ganda ng 200 Pro or mas mahina ng konti? Check natin. Well, honestly, kaya rin niya isagad to 200% ng kanyang loudest na sounds. And honestly, hindi siya kasing lakas ng 200 Pro. Mas malakas pa rin yung kanyang Pro variant, but this one is good enough for me. Now, pag-usapan na natin ang highlight dito sa phone. It's the camera, definitely. So, sinabi ko sa inyo na nandito na si Hardcore Studio. And sino nga ba si Hardcore Studio? It's a famous studio founded in Paris, 1933 by Cosette Hardcore. And sobrang ng sikat to. Magaling siya kumuha ng mga retro na photos, lalo ng mga black and white. And makita natin some samples later. So, ang kanyang triple camera is composed of a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, and it's a Sony IMX906. Then, kanyang second sensor is a 50MP na telephoto lens with OIS and EIS. This one is a Sony IMX856. Then of course, meron din siya 12MP na ultra-wide lens and macro camera na meron siyang 112 degrees of field of view. Then front camera niya is a 50MP na portrait selfie camera. Now, pag-usapan na natin some of the shots na nakuha ko dito sa aking Honor 200. And starting off with yung kanyang highlight dito, which is the Hardcore Studio mode. Kailangan mong punta dito sa portrait mode, and dito sa taas, isa-select mo na Hardcore Studio mode. So you have 3 modes dito: Hardcore Vibrant, Hardcore Color, and Hardcore Classic. So here are some samples na nakuha ko dito with this camera. Just a quick word of reminder, use the black and white color moderately dahil you might get some RIP or crying emojis. Nasimulan mo natin with some outdoor shot. Makita mo some of these plant shots na nakuha natin. It's really good. Maganda yung mga nakapop dito sa subject sa harap. And you really get some nice na mga water droplets na effect dito sa kanyang photo. And the background blur is pretty good. Now, if you're the type of person na mahilig sa mga plant photography, expect this camera to perform. And you'll be able to get some vibrant shot dito sa gitna. And makita mo mga details sa kanyang petal is still good and present. Now, if you're the type of person na mahilig sa kanyang ultra-wide lens, this is a ultra-wide shot. Normal, 2x zoom, and 2.5x zoom. Now, one thing na napansin ko, parang mas malinaw pa nga yung picture na nakuha ko dito sa 2.5x zoom compared sa kanyang 2x zoom. Just my observation. Now, taking some tall building shot is good and no medyo gloomy. You'll be able to see some good details ito sa kanyang glasses, except wala kang makikita dito sa side ng cloud. Now, I did try to take some photos dito sa mga plant na ito, sa mga puno, and trying to check if yung kanyang details is still intact. No, mapapansin mo, it's a little bit more softer as compared sa kanyang Honor 200 Pro na kapatid. Trying again the ultra-wide lens dito on outdoor. This is how it looks like. Normal, 2x and 2.5x zoom.
Now, if you compare this photo laban doon sa nakuha ko sa Honor 200 Pro, you'll see it's a good photo. But pag makita mo sa Honor 200 Pro, which is on my other review, you'll see na parang mas maganda ang dramatic effect dito sa photo na ito. Same photo na na-capture natin. Now, if you're moving indoor naman, I'd say this is a very normal shot. Pag if you're able to angle it like this, you'll be able to get it more dramatic, mas litaw, mas magandang tingnan, di ba? This is the same subject but on a different angle. Looks more dramatic. And maganda naman ka ng pagka-capture. And capturing some flowers sa indoor, it looks good. And pati mga product shot dito, you'll be able to get some really nice shot. Equally nice and set dito sa subject na ito, you'd see yung kind of pagka-background blur is pretty good as well. Now, if you want to play with the ultra-wide lens at indoor, this is how it looks like. This is a normal shot, 2 times, 2.5 times, and this is a 5 times zoom. Now, if you zoom it in, okay, kita mo pa rin mga words, pero hindi na ganun ka-sharp. Now, taking this photo, I would say dramatic ang pagkakuha dito. Though, mas gusto ko lang yung pagka-output ni Honor 200 Pro as opposed sa 200, but it is quite good on itself as well pag walang comparison. Taking some food shot, I would say kaya-kaya mag-perform. This one was able to take in some really good na photos for food photography, and as I scroll along, lalo ako nagugutom pag nire-review ko mga photos na ito. And yung mga desserts dito looks even yummier. Now, during nighttime, you'll be able to take in some good shots like this one, and mapapansin mo yung dark sky would be turned into a little more bluish kasi kaya i-enhance ng AI nitong kanyang camera. And itong night shot is also good as well. Kahit i-zoom mo pa na 2.5 times, it's still intact pa rin ang mga characters niya. Now, kung mahilig ka naman sa selfie, kanyang front-facing camera is good. Was able to capture me some good details on outdoor. Probably not as good as yung kanyang brother na Honor 200 Pro, but itself, okay siya pag walang comparison. And kita mo mga water droplets sa aking mukha is still there. It's really a good performing front-facing camera as well. And looking at some indoor shot naman, you'll be able to capture some really nice one. Basta maganda yung lightings. And these are other indoor low light na photo na nakuha ko using the front-facing camera. If you're walking using the front-facing camera, okay siya. But pansin ko parang there's a minor na focus hunting happening. Though hindi siya masyadong halata. But pag pinansin mo, you'll be noticing some focus hunt sa aking mukha. But after receiving a update, pansin ko na wala na ang kanyang focus hunting when taking a front-facing video. And the resolution is good. And using the rear camera to take a video like this one on indoor, you'll be able to get some really nice one. Kahit mag-pan around ka dito sa kanya, you'd get some really good view. The colors stand out naman siya. Even moving just using my bare hand, expect a good and stable video.
Now guys, given na everything na sinabi ko sa inyo guys, is this phone worth your $24,999? Now honestly, I would say ang ganda ng kanyang camera performance. Now siguro ang pinaka-closest rival na dito would be the Oppo Reno 12. Given ang kanyang performance ng camera is good, hindi naman iwan si Oppo Reno 12. But given that this one has a Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, I think I would prefer this over sa Oppo Reno 12 na may Dimensity 7300. And if you get this freebie, mas lalong hindi ko bibilin si Oppo Reno 12. Kayo guys, anong tingin ninyo? If you want to know kung saan pwede mabili ito, I'll be linking everything on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And it's up to this channel, it's definitely awesome. I'll see you in the next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.